Hello friends. Welcome to Audiobook Daily. Today we'll talk about the book, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Dr. Joe Dispenza. It was 2 a.m., and Maya sat in the dark, the soft glow of her phone lighting up the tears on her face. Another argument, another night of regret. She had promised herself she wouldn't react this way again. She had read books, listened to podcasts, practiced affirmations, yet when life pressed the same old buttons, she became the same old person. Maybe this is just who I am, she thought. But deep down, something in her resisted that idea. Something whispered, "You can change." And that's the exact whisper Dr. Joe Dispenza answers in his groundbreaking book, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself, a guide that bridges the gap between science and spirituality, showing how we can truly transform from the inside out. The premise: you are not your programming. Dispenza begins with a bold truth: your personality creates your personal reality. If you want a new life, you can't keep thinking the same thoughts, feeling the same emotions, and behaving in the same ways. Most people try to create a new future while clinging to their familiar identity, and that's why change doesn't last. We live by habits, not just of action, but of thought and emotion. From the moment you wake up, your brain begins replaying yesterday. You wake up in the same bed, see the same walls, reach for your phone, think the same thoughts, and feel the same emotions. By the time you brush your teeth, you've already become your old self. The day is predictable because your mind is operating from memory, not creation. To truly change, you must break the habit of being yourself, the version of you that's conditioned by the past. The science: how your mind creates your reality. Dispenza dives deep into neuroscience, explaining that every thought produces a biochemical reaction in the brain. These reactions release chemicals that make your body feel the way you're thinking. Think fearful thoughts, and your body feels fear. Think loving thoughts and you feel love. But here's the twist: once the body feels that emotion, it signals the brain to think the same thoughts again, reinforcing the cycle. Over time, your body becomes the emotional memory of your past. You become addicted to the familiar emotions of stress, worry, guilt, or anger. Your body, in essence, becomes the subconscious mind, running automatic emotional programs. Even when you consciously want change, your subconscious, addicted to the old emotions, pulls you back. Breaking free requires teaching your body to live in a new emotional future, not its familiar emotional past. Neuroplasticity, rewiring the brain. The good news? Your brain isn't fixed, it's neuroplastic, meaning it can change its structure and function through new experiences, thoughts, and emotions. Dispenza shows that each time you think a new thought or visualize a new future, you begin to fire and wire new neural connections. Like paths in a forest, the more you walk a new trail, the stronger it becomes. The less you travel the old trails, the negative habits and limiting beliefs, the weaker they grow. He explains that the brain doesn't know the difference between real and imagined experiences. When you vividly imagine yourself succeeding, healing, or transforming, your brain begins to create that experience as if it's real, sending new chemical signals to the body, priming it for change. Through intentional focus and repetition, you literally install a new mind into your brain. The quantum field, mind over matter. Moving from neuroscience to quantum physics, Dispenza explains how our thoughts are energy, and this energy interacts with the quantum field, a realm of infinite possibilities. Every potential version of your life already exists in that field, but you can only experience the one that matches your state of being. Most people live in a survival state: fear, stress, doubt, which keeps them anchored to the known past. The quantum field responds not to what we want, but to who we are being. When we think of abundance but feel lack, we create more lack. When we think of health but feel fear, we block healing. But when our thoughts, mind, and emotions body are aligned, when we think positive thoughts and truly feel the emotion of gratitude, joy, or love, we broadcast a new electromagnetic signature into the field. In that state, we become magnets for the experiences that match those vibrations. This is the essence of manifestation through the subconscious mind, not through wishful thinking, but through emotional and energetic alignment. Breaking the habit, the process of change. Dr. Dispenza outlines a practical roadmap for transformation through meditation and mental rehearsal. The process involves 4 key steps. 1. Awareness. Recognize your habitual thoughts, emotional triggers, and unconscious patterns. Notice when you are acting like your old self. 2. Deconstruction. Mentally unlearn those reactions. When you catch yourself thinking a limiting thought, interrupt it. Choose not to feed it with emotion. 3. Reconditioning the body. The body will resist change because it's addicted to the old emotional state. You must stay conscious through discomfort and retrain it to feel differently, to live in emotions of your desired future. 4. Creation and meditation. Use guided meditation to visualize and emotionally experience your new self. Imagine your ideal life with full sensory and emotional detail. Feel the joy, the freedom, the gratitude. Through repetition, this becomes your new personality, and your life begins to mirror it. He emphasizes the importance of staying in the present moment, because the present is the only place where change can happen. When you are truly present, you're not bound by your past or anxious about your future. You become the creator of your now. Becoming supernatural. In the latter chapters, Dispenza describes incredible examples of transformation. People who healed chronic illnesses, reversed depression, or manifested new realities by changing their inner world. They did it not by hoping for external change but by becoming new versions of themselves inside first. This process moves a person from living as a victim of circumstances to living as a conscious creator of reality. When you break the habit of being yourself, you release the limitations of your old identity and step into the unknown, a place of pure potential. That's where miracles happen. When your thoughts align with your emotions, you create a powerful state of coherence. The more time you spend feeling as though your desired future has already happened, the more natural it becomes. Eventually, your mind and body believe it's real, and the external world begins to reflect it. This is how you manifest from the inside out, not by forcing outcomes, but by embodying the person who already has them. Months later, Maya sat on her balcony, sunlight washing over her face. She closed her eyes, breathed deeply, and smiled. She had been practicing Dispenza's meditations daily. At first, it was hard. Her mind would wander, her emotions resisted. But little by little, she began to notice change. She felt calm, confident, and free. When she looked in the mirror now, she saw not the reflection of who she was, but a glimpse of who she was becoming. The whisper that once said, "You can change," had become a steady voice. You already have. Thank you for listening. See you in next Audiobook Daily.